Hello. Alright. So, I'm happy Piglet is not with me. He will not be in this episode, which is kind of weird because it's a Piglet show. But he wanted me to, say some stuff. So, which is very exciting news. He actually didn't want to be in this video himself because I actually wrote the books. But what I'm trying to say is that there's going to be a solo pig-zam movie. Okay, if you don't know who pig-zam is, he's one of my comic book characters I've made. I wouldn't say he's actually a knockoff off of Shazam, if you know who that is. Basically, his suit looks the same and everything. He's just a pig. Well, basically, you guys probably think, oh, that's a knockoff. Well, it's not. I decided that Shazam is a different version of a pig-zam, or a pig-zam is a different version of Shazam. Because in this timeline of pig-zam, pig-zam, the pig character, ends up knocking out Billy Batson, which is the character that was supposed to become Shazam, and then pig-zam takes his place and becomes pig-zam instead of Shazam. So that's on a different Earth. But pig-zam will be getting his own movie, which I am super excited about because I have a whole book series based on pig-zam. Some of the villains I make are gonna be actually like made up, but yeah, it's gonna be so much fun filming it. I cannot wait, honestly. It's gonna be one of the best projects I've probably ever done. I cannot wait. It's just gonna be so cool, and I cannot wait to share it with you. And yeah, at the end of this video, I'll show you a little picture or a tease of what pig-zam's suit might look like. So, well, you probably know what it's gonna be, but I'm in the process of making it right now. So yeah, but right now we're in the process of filming, and we're in the process of making stuff and setting the plot. The villains are gonna be Shark Zam and a side character. I don't know who it's gonna be yet, but Shark Zam, actually, I haven't written a book yet. I'm only on the 9th issue of pig-zam. In the 10th, Shark Zam is his own character in the 10th book. He's the main villain in the 9th or 10th, but yeah, 10th book, which is funny because this is only the first movie. But Shark Zam is also, you'll find out in the movie he took his name. Instead of pig-zam, he put shark and then zam after, but he's nothing like, he's basically kind of like King Shark, basically, but just with superpowers. So yeah, pretty cool. And then Shark Zam will be the main villain, and I don't know who the side character is going to be yet. There is going to be a villain reveal at the end of the movie. I don't want to spoil who that is because that's one of my most likable villains. At least that's what I've been told, and I cannot wait for that. But yeah, it's going to be a pretty basic plot. It's going to be fun. It's going to be emotional. I want it to be one of those movies where you're going to feel a whole bunch of emotion. You're going to, feel humor. You're going to feel sadness. You're going to feel just a whole bunch of stuff. So this is huge, honestly. pig-zam, I've been wanting to release a pig-zam movie for 3 years. And now, back in 2020 to now, it's like so cool seeing it come to life, and I'm so proud of that. So yeah. So you'll probably be asking, when does the pig-zam movie come out? I'm working on it mostly all summer, so probably the end of summer, and it will be uploaded on Piglet's channel. So it won't be an episode, it'll just be called Pig-zam. So, and yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing of Pig-zam. But like I said, guys, I can't wait for this. This is honestly so cool. I just cannot wait for it. And I've had books based on it, like I said, and I'm only on the 9th issue. But 9 books, can you believe that? Usually after the first 2 books, they usually make a movie off of it, like The Maze Runner. Like, I think they started the movies when the first movie even came out, if they're making movies based on it. But the 9th book, but the reason why it got held back a lot, and I'll tell you why that happened. So basically, I didn't have plot at all. I didn't have plot. I didn't have the villains that are confirmed to be in this movie yet. And if I am open to sequels, if anything, because I don't like making too many sequels. I don't know if you guys known that on my other channel, I have a Shark Slayer trilogy channel, and that channel has the Shark Slayer franchise. And basically, I didn't even want to make a sequel, but the sequel ended up being good. Then the 3rd came out, and I'm like, no. But then the 3rd one ended off with a cliffhanger, so I'm like, okay, now I gotta make a 4th one. I have to. So and then that led into the show. But besides that, that's basically what happens. There's definitely some errors and mistakes I've always wanted to go back and just fix, but I couldn't because I made a sequel. So that's another reason why Pig-zam got held back. What's up? Sorry, some other kid knows me. But anyway, man, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, and that comes to the second reason why I was working on Shark Slayer, the show, and mostly the movies of last year. I was focusing on that character, but his 2nd season will not release till this November or December. Basically January 2nd of 2024. So I got all the time I need for Pig-zam. So yeah, I just never had a plot. I never had villains I wanted to put in there. Yeah, and basically I've always thought about it during Shark Slayer, like, that I wanted to make sequels, but I also wanted to become a little more experienced with like effects and stories, and so I could not make the same mistakes as I did with the Shark Slayer, because there are some mistakes I've done with the Shark Slayer franchise that I just feel like would have been better if I did this, or if I didn't do that, you know what I mean? So, but on other things, that's basically why the Pig-zam movie has been held up for a long time, long 3 years, but it's finally coming in the summer, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. So on that, I'll see you guys in the next video.